Are you moving and have no idea where you want to live? Or do you just want to enjoy videos where you can dream of far-off places, just like many others who wish they could have a change of scenery or a holiday? Whatever your reason, we've got you covered. This is a list of the best places to live in New Zealand. But first, a simple reminder on how to enter our brand new giveaway. We're going to be giving away either an iPhone X Max, the new iPad Mini, or MacBook Pro. It's all your choice, so be sure to leave a like, comment the keyword, subscribe, and turn on post notifications to enter the giveaway. It's that simple. Hamilton. Not far from Auckland is the easy to overlook Hamilton, but this city has a lot to offer for those considering where to live. Not only is the cost of living much less than in Auckland, but it is a beautiful city too. Set on the banks of the Waikato River, it has stunning water view fronts from all over the city. Its central location to New Zealand means that you have access to explore the country and enjoy what nearby towns and cities have to offer. Not that you really need to go far for anything to do, as Hamilton has loads of activities and things to see. The Hamilton Gardens are also one of the most beautiful places in New Zealand. Then, there are museums and art galleries you can visit. Street Victoria as well, which is in the center of the city, has tons of cafes, restaurants, and bars to try. The city is family friendly, but also has a lot to offer for young couples or single people that are just getting started. Dundon. This beautiful city has a Scottish heritage that it is proud of. Scottish influences can be seen all over the city, so much so that the only castle in New Zealand is found here. The city itself is known for being a town where creative people can thrive. It has an amazing music scene and beautiful buildings. Like the historic train station, it's affordable and safe. The Otago Peninsula is close by, and this is one of the best places to take in the country's awesome wildlife. You can also see some very rare animals while you're there. It is surrounded by hills and sits at the top of a stunning harbor. It's even home to one of the steepest streets in the world. This is a very special city. It's beautifully preserved and has so much to offer. It definitely deserves its place on the list of best places to live in New Zealand. Wellington. This is the capital of New Zealand and also a great place to live. Surprisingly, even though it's the capital, it's relatively small when compared to other capitals around the world. But what it lacks in size, it makes up for in beauty and atmosphere. This is a city that every foodie needs to visit. It has some of the best places to eat anywhere in the world. There's also many great places to go to have something new or to just eat and have a great cup of coffee. But the city does have a lot of other stuff to offer for those who might not be so steeped in the food scene. It has a lot of culture and has great activities for families too. It has a variety of outdoor activities like doing water sports along the beaches and bays or just going for a walk in the botanical gardens. The nightlife is also fantastic, as there is really so much to offer on tap that you would just have to see it for yourself. Garden City Christchurch. This beautiful green city is a great place for anybody who likes to live in an outdoorsy lifestyle. It's very flat, which makes biking and walking a breeze here. It is the largest city on the southern island, so it offers many job opportunities for people who are thinking of making a change. Of course, it would be unfair to not mention that Christchurch has been known for some very large earthquakes, but the city has rebuilt and it always is working towards making the city and homes around it safer and more earthquake resistant. In the end, there are still many factors that outweigh the risks which come to living in the city. It's a lovely place to live with lots to see and tons of stuff to do, and it's definitely a city that deserves a chance. Napier. Napier is known for making some great wines, but this city is a great place to live too. It is really pretty. There are lots of vineyards and a stunning coastline, along with the fact that it gets plenty of sunshine all year round, making it a great place to live. The cost of living is also much lower than in some of the other bigger cities, but at the same time, there are still many businesses around, so it is relatively easy to still find work. It's even got some very interesting and unique architecture that make this city special too. Another great city to consider if you're planning on making the move to New Zealand. New Plymouth. This is an amazing city. It has a great feel for families, but at the same time, it has become one of the go-to places for hipsters. It has some really great schools, and it also has a lot for families to do together, like visiting the parks and enjoying nature. But the city also has a very bohemian vibe. It has New Zealand's best art scenes, and it's also home to with so many surfers who love the beaches around the city. It's also a great place for nature lovers to visit. Mount Taranaki is simply stunning. The city also offers some beautiful views and lovely black sand beaches. There's definitely a lot going for this city. Rotorua. This city is central to some of the best spots in New Zealand and also has some of the best weather. It never gets too hot or cold, and it's less windy than a lot of New Zealand. It is a tourist destination where people come from all over the world to visit, which means that there's a lot of jobs, and for permanent residents, it's one of the most affordable places to live. You will also find that it has a lot of culture and history. It has a Maori culture that is nurtured and cared for. The arts and culture of the Maori people is celebrated, and there's even a living Maori village here. If you want to learn some of the traditional trades, this is where you can go to do it. The New Zealand Maori Arts and Craft Institute is situated here, and they offer traditional wood carving and weaving schools. There is even some amazing natural attractions in the area, as it's home to bubbling mud pools and even a geyser that erupts several times during the day. So, if you're looking for an interesting, affordable home where you can get to know the Maori culture and see some amazing geothermal attractions, Rotorua is the city that you need to live in. Auckland. The largest city in New Zealand is just for naturals for expats to think of moving to Auckland first before considering other places. Many people consider it the economic capital of the country, and with that comes many jobs to choose from. It also has some of the highest salaries in New Zealand. But yes, a city this size does have some drawbacks. Because salaries are higher, that does mean that the cost of living is also higher than in any other part of the country. Housing prices are a bit higher, and being a busy and crowded city, that does mean that there is going to be traffic. At the same time, it's still a great city. It's been ranked as one of the best cities for quality of life in the world, and is one of the most livable cities there is. There is a lot of different things for you to do and explore during your free time. Beautiful parks and beaches, loads of activities, theaters, sports, and much more. It's easy to see why Auckland is as popular as it is. Queenstown. Considered by many to be the best place to live in New Zealand, Queenstown is a remarkable place. It has some amazing landscape and is really one of the most beautiful cities in the world. It is known for being New Zealand's adventure capital. If you enjoy sports that get the adrenaline pumping, you really need to visit Queenstown. It has world-class slopes during the winter, great for sports like snowboarding or skiing, and in the summer, there's still plenty of other things to do, like skydiving, canyon swinging, whitewater rafting, and zip lining, which are just a few of the activities that are offered in the area. If adventure sports are really not your thing, then the city does offer a lot of other stuff, from beautiful vineyards and fantastically amazing restaurants to visit. The city even has a great art scene. With many different industries situated in Queenstown, there's also plenty of jobs on offer, but the house prices are high too, so you might need to live in the suburbs. But since it's still beautiful there too, it's no great hardship. New Zealand has beautiful landscapes and a wide variety of activities and cultural areas to take in. It's one of the safest countries in the world, so wherever you decide to live will make a great choice. I hope that you enjoyed our list of the best places to live in New Zealand. Thanks for watching, and until next time, see you guys later.